LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. Running through contact. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Taking a shot on the first play. And he makes the catch at the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Off play action. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking...
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, LSU!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pauling. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to get...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Love. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on second and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option.
Touchdown, Irish! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellas with the big reach, a nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Looking for a man. It's Carr. It's complete to the left. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's dragged down.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Price. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Floats it out in space. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's caught. It's calling. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. And as he throws, zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on second and goal. Back to throw, it's Carr. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
It's just so nice to have a signal call. Can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it first and 10 from the 13. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Got the back over the middle. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. The the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback extends the play. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Nice awareness by this defensive end. Nice job. The first key, it looks like a run, right? It's a bootleg, so I need to play run for a second, but nice job then getting back to my responsibility. Getting back to the outside. Run.
Open space in the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Price. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
There's the pressure. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got it in the middle. It's sharp.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got a man. It's sharp. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Moving away from pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 4th down, looking to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside. And they get it right back. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud. Arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country. And I know that having played here before, you do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence, to know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's caught downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Offense set on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Offense in the hurry up. pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The pitch. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion makes it a 2-possession game and a 9-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quarterback making checks. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd knows when to bring it. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. They'll run for it. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the fourth quarter. Nice job.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. They have the lead in a 2-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They have the lead in a 2-possession game and oddly lining up for an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Back's got it. Touchdown, Tigers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the...
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. On the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They are It's in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They go to the draw. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Hoping to move the chains. Here comes Notre Dame on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Second down coming up. Corners are going to bail. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Notre Dame right back to the line. They'll try the right side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To throw, it's Carr. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Slams ahead. Stop short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his up.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The option look. Oh, there's a loose football, and he ends up taking a safety. They recover their own fumble, but doesn't do them a lot of good as it was 4th down, and they'll give up the ball. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they'll try to tack on 2. On the move. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something